Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Lira Zamohn, and for those of you who are not new, welcome back. Today, as you can see, I'm all glammed up. I just did my hair and my makeup because I am going to be a part of this women empowerment photo shoot. I just wanted to kind of take you guys along with me as I got ready, highlight the importance of self-care and empowering yourself. Wanted it to be a good feel video for all the ladies, hopefully give off good vibes and give you guys good tips on how to prioritize yourself and find that healthy balance. If you're not right, if you don't take care of yourself, then everything else is just gonna be like. So first I focused on some skincare. I did the ordinary chemical peel followed by a honey mask, and as you can see, I'm doing an ice facial. This is my skin all prepped after putting all of my skincare products on, and I find it important to moisturize my lips to get them ready for any lip products that may be drying. On to the brows. So happy they cooperated this day. I start off with outlining the bottom part of my brows about halfway and filling in that outer part. And for the inner part, I do very light upward strokes to get a more natural looking brow. As you can see, I'm using my finger to clean up any mistakes that I make. Eyebrows do not have to be perfect. So that is my tip number one to self-care, is to make it as stress-free as possible and have fun with it. Now I'm just going in with my Holy Grail concealer to conceal and define my brows, hence why I said they do not need to be perfect. For the top of my brows, I go in with a concealer that matches my skin tone better so that the eyebrows are not too dramatic. Then I set my brows using this brow soap from Makeup Revolution, and I did spray it a little bit with my setting spray. And this works great for keeping the brows in place all day. On to our base. First, I prime my face with this Hangover RX primer from Too Faced, and you just want to put that all over and give it a chance to dry. Since I was going for a more natural glam look, I just went in with this tinted moisturizer from ColourPop, and it provides you with great coverage without the cakiness. Then I use a foundation brush to blend it out, which also helps with getting more coverage. The second tip to self-care would be to find something that you enjoy and are passionate about. This video is more of a physical way of self-care. There are so many other things that you can do and so many other aspects like mental and emotional self-care that may involve things like journaling if you like to write, or making a to-do list if you like to organize. But for me, looking good sets me up to feel good, and in turn feel motivated to get other things done. So while my camera cut off, I went ahead and put on my concealer, and a tip for more coverage with that is to just let it sit for a little bit. So I went ahead and went in with my cream bronzer from Fenty Beauty and did my contour while that set. Before I started blending in my concealer, I sprayed my little beauty sponge with some setting spray, and this helps with preventing your concealer from creasing.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Can't forget to contour the nose, so I just went in with the same bronzer, and I just used this little tapered brush to get the job done. And you just want to make sure you blend that in really well. I also put some concealer on my smile lines because I tend to crease there a lot. And any of my other dark spots that were still showing through, I went in with a concealer that matched my skin tone a little better and let that sit for a bit while I went over my bronzer. To help brighten my under eyes a bit more, I go in with a concealer that's about 3 shades lighter than my skin tone. The one I used previously was probably like 2 shades lighter, but this just helps to really just brighten that under eye and get rid of those eye bags. To further prevent creasing and to set my face, I'm using my beauty sponge to press just enough setting powder everywhere I place my concealer. And look how much smoother my face looks, guys. Using the same setting powder, I clean up my contour to further define my cheekbones. My third tip to self-care is to be intentional. Really see what your mind, body, and soul might need, or I should say lack at the moment, and try your best to find something to cater to that. I find myself doing my makeup when I need a pick-me-up or a boost of confidence and motivation. And whenever I'm feeling really anxious or nervous, I pray. So I instantly wipe that setting powder off to prevent harsh lines, and I go over with my bronzing brush to make it more seamless. Now I'm going over the places I contoured with my powder bronzer, and this is going to give me that sun-kissed glow and also set that cream product that I used earlier, and this ensures that it won't be slipping and sliding all over the place, okay? On to my new fave blush. I just place that on my cheekbones and drag it up a bit, and I like to blend it in with my beauty sponge. For this natural glam eye look, I'm using this peachy nude shade in my crease and spreading it all over. Then I'm using this milky white shadow to place on my eyelids. I go back and blend out the crease, then place that white shadow more precisely. And that's pretty much it for our eye look. All we need to do now is apply our lashes. And I'm still not a pro at this, but just like anything else, the more you practice, the better you get. And that definitely applies to makeup. My fourth and final tip for self-care would be to prioritize it. Make it a priority to take care of yourself. Even if you feel like you're too busy or have too much going on, there are so many simple things that you can take a couple minutes out of your day to do to put yourself first. And that is all for our makeup, my loves. I was so happy with how it turned out and that I had a good makeup day for the photo shoot. Now let's get into this easy curly hairstyle. For the most part, my hair was air dried, but it was still slightly damp, so I went ahead and blow dried it. And beforehand, which I highly recommend everyone to do, I applied heat protectant to my hair. I go back in with my brush afterward to get any tangles and whatnot. And what makes this hairstyle so easy is that you only need to section 2 layers since we want more loose curls. And I forgot to blend my natural lashes with my falsies, so that's what I'm doing here. Alright, so you want to use a curling wand. I believe this barrel is 25 millimeters and I got it from TJ Maxx. So I honestly can't even tell you the brand, but any one should work. And the looser you want your curls, the bigger barrel size you want to get. And you want to grab a good amount of hair, as much as the wand will fit without your hair falling off. And for the first section closest to your face, you want to curl away from your face, and this applies to both sides. For the next, you'll curl towards your face and continue alternating. I keep my hair on the wand until I can feel the heat through it. That's why you see me constantly touching it to check. And when I release, I just let it fall into my hand and hold it there for a couple seconds so the curl will hold better. Hi, Milo. Alright, so I am all ready and dolled up, and I have about 30 minutes until I have to leave the house, so I'm just gonna finish getting dressed and getting everything ready to go.